YouTube, man, new rankings have just come out for Bronny James, Mikey Williams, DJ Wagner, and the entire class of 2023, and these are insane. Bronny James has once again been D-ranked, and we're going to get right into it and figure out why exactly that is. Now, first and foremost, some of the three most exciting players to watch in the class of 2023, talk about them all the time. You have Mikey Williams, DJ Wagner, and Bronny James. Now, let's first start with Bronny James. Now, Bronny James, of course, the son of LeBron James, and is one of these guys a lot of people are wondering, how is he going to improve his game in the future? He's definitely had a rough start to his high school career, being that he's playing with such excellent competition. It's really tough for him to get a lot of good looks and good minutes on the court when you're playing with such great guys, D1 players that have already proved themselves on EYBL circuits and a number of other different teams. BJ Boston, Zaire Williams, Zaire Wade, man, all these guys, Amari Bailey, and man, Bronny James was not doing the best his freshman year. Now, his sophomore year was when a lot of people thought it was going to be a coming alive party, and we were going to see what Bronny has improved on. But sadly, as you guys know by now, Bronny James is still injured. He actually tore his meniscus, and who knows how long that is going to take to recover. Honestly, it does look like Bronny James is probably going to be out the entire season, and he's probably going to come back next year. So that means no EYBL, of course, which is not good for Bronny James. That was something that a lot of people wanted to see him play EYBL so he could really prove himself, show what he's made of on the court. But unfortunately, that is not happening. Now, Bronny James actually went from being ranked on ESPN number 28th to actually being 30th on the 24/7 sports rankings. And this is sad, but I can't say I'm surprised. Now, first and foremost, when you're not playing a lot of games and getting a lot of reps in and people are not seeing you, of course your ranking is going to drop regardless. And Bronny playing against such excellent competition, it's understandable that he's not performing as well as other people in his class for the time being. But when these players do graduate, I think Bronny James is going to show what he's made of and really excel and show people that they shouldn't have doubted him. And really, just because he's playing against excellent competition, it's only going to make him better in the future. But a lot of people, on the other hand, say he's overrated, and that really isn't the case. He should be dominating wherever he is. But at the end of the day, he is only a teenager. He's very young. He's a sophomore. It's not like he's a senior, so he definitely has some time to develop and grow. But man, he gets a lot of criticism for it for sure. Now, next we have Mikey Williams, and Mikey actually had went from being ranked 5th on ESPN's ranking to actually number 2 on the 24/7 sports rankings. And this, I can't say I'm surprised as well. Of course, Mikey Williams did make the transition. First and foremost, he was back in California at San Isidro, where the competition was questionable. A lot of people had stated Mikey wasn't playing anybody there. There were, of course, a few guys that had a lot of competition and a lot of talent there, but just the league that he was playing in was not the best, and a lot of people criticized him for it. Now, Mikey Williams, what did he do? Of course, San Isidro had shut down. They were not playing for the season, so he decided to move to Charlotte, go to Lake Norman Christian, and play and show what he's made of on the court. And I think it's been an excellent decision so far. He does have a lot of talented players, Trey Green, Joyful Hawkins, and a number of talented guys on the team that's really helping Mikey Williams to show what he's made of and win games against tough competition. Man, Mikey Williams has played against a lot of players, and I think he is doing his thing on the court and showing why he is worth all the hype. Now, of course, Mikey Williams having millions of Instagram followers, TikTok followers, man, Snapchat, you name it. This guy is going to have a lot of people criticizing his game, but I have to say, he has proved himself thus far at Lake Norman Christian and in Charlotte. There is no doubt anyone can say that. Let's take a look at some of the players that he's actually played against. Amani Bates, his team won the game and he scored more points than Amani. I believe he had somewhere around like 19 or 20 points. And then in addition to this, he did play another player who was committed to Duke just yesterday, Paolo. And this guy was a 6'9" recruit and ranked third in the class of 2021. And Mikey Williams went head to head against him as well. Now, of course, I think him playing against these players and holding his own shows that he can do a lot on the court. It really proves himself to be one of the best players in the country and not all about hype. Now, Mikey's currently averaging around 20 points per game. And I think this was an excellent move for him to move to Lake Norman Christian, showing what he's all about, showing about getting buckets, getting his teammates involved, and really improving overall so that he can be successful moving forward. And of course, there's a lot of stirring going on as to where Mikey Williams is going to go in the future. A lot of people are saying North Carolina Central. Some people are saying G League. Some people are saying Overtimes League. It's really unclear where Mikey wants to go, but he has dropped a lot of hints as to going to an HBCU school such as North Carolina Central, which of course would shock the basketball world. We have almost never seen one of these players that's so highly ranked go to an HBCU. McCord Maker Wagner was probably the only other one in recent times that we can really think of that has done that, but recently no one has. And I think Mikey Williams will shock the basketball world and could attract a lot more people to that HBCU schools or wherever he decides to go. Of course, that's not locked in. We don't know. And on the other hand, you have Overtimes League, which is trying to get a number of top high school players. And being that Mikey Williams is pretty young, I think he is in a perfect position if he would want to go and test the waters with that league. But all depends on if he could still hold his college eligibility or not. That's the other big factor into this. Now, I'm impressed with Mikey Williams' game thus far, and I'm not surprised that he's increased in the rankings. Think about it. He has played against better competition and is proving himself on the court, and people still want to say he's overrated. Man, it's really kind of hard to say he's overrated at this point when he is showing what he can do on the court, improving himself, and actually listened and played against top competition. Of course, EYBL is coming up, and that is going to be insane. Hopefully, Mikey does hop on the EYBL, Nike's AAU circuit. And man, playing against the top competition there is completely different. They have a lot of the best players in the country from all over that come and play in that league. And man, if Mikey can show out there, I think there is no doubt in anyone's mind that this dude is a top recruit and one of the best players in high school basketball. I just got to put it out there. Now, lastly, we have DJ Wagner. And man, DJ Wagner is looking scary. I made a recent video that this dude, reports have come out that he's actually grown to 6'5". And being that he's only a sophomore, 6'5", can dribble the ball, has handles, can shoot the ball, really separates him from a number of other players in his class. Think about it. The reason why DJ Wagner has actually consistently been ranked number one, he was ranked number one on ESPN rankings and 24/7 Sports, I think is because the package that he offers. He is a player that is so toned into the game of basketball, has a really good IQ, can shoot the ball, can pass the ball, get his teammates involved, and really just is about winning games. I think there are not a lot of players that can match that. And being that he's 6'5", of course, man, you have a number of other players in the class of 2023 that can do a lot of the things that DJ Wagner can do, but the entire package is what really separates him. And I think his just willingness to sacrifice whatever needs to be sacrificed to win the game. This dude is going to be scary in the future. I think being 6'5", that he can shoot the ball already separates him a lot and really makes him, I think, NBA ready. I think this dude has a lot of talent, but a lot of people are questioning as well, where is DJ Wagner gonna go? Some reports have stated that he's interested in Kentucky, but we're really unclear as of right now. But I think this dude, if he wanted to go to the NBA G League as well, he could definitely make that transition there, just because I can't think of any other player in the class of 2023 that seems more ready than him. Being that he has put in so much work into his game, and I think he really tones into the game of basketball and stays focused. Someone like Mikey Williams, and there's no hate towards him, man, he likes to be on IG a little bit more flashy, while DJ is a little bit more reserved, and there's nothing wrong with the two types, but I think I really like that personality of DJ just staying focused on his game, and I think that can make a huge difference in the long run because he's not worried about what everyone else is doing. He is just focused on his own game and improving and making sure that he can get to the next level, and not only get to the next level, but dominate when he gets there, so that the NBA can really be an easy process for him to get there. Now, I want you guys to let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about all these rankings going on? Do you think they're accurate? Do you really think Bronny James should actually be ranked, or should he not be ranked at all? He actually is no longer in the top 28. He's actually 30th. And DJ Wagner stayed spots. Of course, he is still number one in the country, and Mikey Williams is number 2. So let me know in the comments down below, what do you think about all the rankings? Are these actually accurate, or should they be changed? Let me know. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, get a new notification every time I upload a new video. So LNH and I'm out.